Welcome to my home. Hey guys, I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to do a house tour, well, apartment tour, giving you some simple tips on how to build a healthy home and a home that you like. We moved in the 10th of January of 2022 with the help of our wonderful friends. Something that we had very clear from the beginning is that we wanted our home to be special. We wanted a home that reflected both of us. We wanted to bring in things as we traveled and experienced things together. However, my partner knew how important it was for me, my mental health, to start with something I liked and made me feel like I was safe. So those days we tried making our home special with furniture, and from there up to today, we still make an effort into creating a healthy and make it special for the both of us. So the first thing in, obviously, is the entrance, which I'm now going to show you, and in front we've got the bathroom. So as you come in right here, we've got a section to put our coats and my handbags. I really didn't want to have this completely cluttered, completely full of things, so we made a rule of having 2 items per person, so 2 coats or 2 whatever. Right now I'm alone, Jorge's on vacation, so I've got my handbag, my cap, and then I've got my jacket, and because it's summer I have a raincoat right here to just have it in handy. This one is full of scarves. We have both like summer scarves and winter scarves and pashmina, and it's also a section to put all our handbags and satchels that we use on a daily basis. Again, the goal of this is to have things that we need on a daily basis rather than just putting everything there and let it clutter up. On the upper side we have a little basket where we keep our keys, and on that section right here we've got our sunglasses. If we continue right here, we've got a mirror. When you have mirrors, the effect is that the place looks more wide, more open and bigger, and I really like this round arch style, and I like it because I can look at myself right before I go out to work or to meet my friends, whatever. I like it because it's close to the bathroom, so it's like I get ready in the bathroom and then the final look, get everything that I need, and I go out. Right over here we've got the shoes. For this I also have a rule. I'm all about rules. So the rules for this is to have the shoes that we wear the most. The others are upstairs with the rest of our things in our closet. But this is the space for Jorge, this is the space for me, and down we've got another one where it's like shared flip-flops or whatever that we just put in together. We really don't like wearing shoes inside the house. We don't walk barefoot because sometimes we have dogs, but at the beginning we thought, set the rule of walking barefoot or not with the shoes from the outside, because when we walk on the outside we bring with ourselves lots of bacteria and dirt and toxins, and you're gonna bring that into your house. So as soon as we arrive we change shoes. We don't walk barefoot because I take care of doggies, and the doggies have a lot of hair falling all the time, so that would stick onto our feet. So we just change into our home shoes, our slippers, our flip-flops, or things that we only wear at home. So before going into the bathroom, in this little corner I've got my cleaning supplies. I try to hide it with the door. We always leave the door of the bathroom open unless we are using it or our guests are using it. But I have it here because we've got this crystal part. I didn't know what I could use to hide my cleaning supplies, because I feared if I put a wardrobe right here we could see the white on the other side, and I really didn't like that idea. So if you guys have any idea, please let me know, but for now the door will do. So I just have the door like that all the time. Now this is the bathroom. I know some houses have the toilet outside the rest of the bathroom, but in this house we have it all together. I love this space so much. I dedicated so much time into creating a bathroom that we liked. I love taking baths. It's really a point of the house where I practice a lot of self-care, so I really wanted it to reflect that self-care. To create a healthy, cozy and special bathroom, you can start by maintaining it clean with regular cleaning and disinfecting to prevent mold and bacteria buildup. Incorporate natural elements like plants to improve air quality and add a touch of nature. Use warm, soft lighting to create a relaxing atmosphere and add essential oils or scented candles for a soothing aroma. You can also invest in towels and bath mats and kind of put them in a hotel kind of way to add comfort and warmth. Ensure to have a good ventilation to keep the air fresh and prevent dampness. And finally, add personal touches like artwork or decorative items or maybe pictures of places you have been to make the space feel uniquely yours. So if we come over here, right where the toilet is, I set up a little shelf. So behind this we have, I don't know how you call it, but like the machine for the water. So I decided to put a little, jar with some cotton that I bought in my favorite flower shop here in Brussels. This is a hair mask that comes in powder and I have it here for whenever I want to use it. And I thought it was a really nice way of hiding that, shelf with the machine. And here we've got a photo from Bali. Jorge took this with the drone from our trip there. I think it's super special to fill your home with things that you have experienced or trips that you have gone to. I think it makes it more personal and more symbolic to who you are. Right here we've got the toilet paper, which is something very simple, but I really don't like the regular, the toilet paper handle. So to make it a bit more nice, I decided to buy one with a shelf so that I can put a little plant. Okay, if we continue our way over here, we've got a spot where we put our towels. Right now it's just me using them, so I've got my hair towel and my bathrobe. And then we've got some plants, toilet papers and a basket where we keep our dirty clothes. And then if we go right up here, I've got some eucalyptus flowers they're dry. They're from my eucalyptus tree. I think the flowers are so pretty even when they are dry like that, so I really wanted to leave them here. And here I've got a little like self-care mental health exercise. It's from the brand Wild House Paper and it's a balanced bingo, so every single month you've got different activities that you can do in order to check in your mental health and practice self-care. I think it's really fun, mainly whenever you don't know what to do. The sink, my toothbrush, some soaps for the face. My soap for the hand is like completely finishing, but I don't like to waste it, so I try to use as much as I can, even though it's like breaking into small pieces. My washing machine with our other set of toothbrushes. I just need to change that, so that's why I'm using another one. But this toothbrush right here has some lead to kill the bacteria or microorganisms that can be in your toothbrush. I just have to change the tip of the toothbrush so that we can continue using it. I've got another shelf here with the cotton. I really like the idea of the cotton. I think it really reflects like self-care practices, and skincare and anything that can happen in a bathroom. And I've got my minimalist self-care and my perfume right here. And this is a picture that Jorge brought from one of his trips. Again, putting everything in the house so that it reflects who we are and where we have been. On top of the washing machine, I have this little fridge for my skincare. I don't put all of my skincare here, but mainly like the face roller and things like that. Things that I want them to be cold for when I put them on my face, I have them in there. And here I've got a little basket where I have my bath cushion and then my hot water bottle for when I've got cramps. So if we continue right here underneath the window, I've got more skincare. It's more things that I don't use on a daily basis, more like when I want to exfoliate or things that only happen like once a month or things like that. I also have my sunscreen there, mainly now because it's summer and the sun is coming quite a lot. So this that you're seeing right here, these are my Vivo tests. So these are tests that you can take from the comfort of your home. It's just a test that you just pee on it and then you can scan it with the app and it will tell you like a little bit about your health. It's not to replace going to the doctor or whatsoever. I think this is just a very good help for whenever you want to check in with yourself, and this could give you an idea of if there's anything happening. You can go to the doctor and check with them. So I really like this, mainly when I'm doing like my life resets. My health check-in is here. Then I've got a little basket with my hair accessories. This is Jorge's skin cream. And then we've got more plants coming here. Having plants in the house is a great way of cleaning your air and making sure that you remove all of the toxins. We've got all of the plants in our house and in the bathroom. These plants really enjoy the humidity. So here I've got all the trays with the things that I use whenever I'm having a shower or a bath. Normally I only use natural products and soaps that a friend of mine creates, but because she's on vacation, everyone is on vacation right now because it's summer, so I couldn't buy it anywhere else, and to order it online it was just taking forever. So I decided, okay, just for once I will buy the ones that are in the groceries and I will go back to my natural products when everyone is back here. But yeah, I really try to make an effort to have as natural as possible products, sustainable and plastic free. And I love my friend's one is Seabell, but I don't have any here. I'm waiting so that she is back and I can make a proper order. I love the fact that we have this window in our bathroom because whenever I have a bath or a shower right here, I can completely disconnect from what's happening and just look at the sky, whatever it is that is happening. If it's raining, if it's sunny, whatever it is. I think having this beautiful window helps so much. And then we have this hanging soap from our trip in Paris. Finally, what I wanted to mention in the shower, again there's another plant here, is this right here. So this is from a special brand. It's called Hello Clean and it has a filter right here to clean the water. I don't know where you live, but where I live the water is very bad, so I've got as many filters as I can, and I'm actually trying to find one for when I take a bath. I have seen some round ones that you can put right here and it filters the water. I'm still trying to do a little bit of research and see how it really works, because even though something went viral does not mean that I will believe it 100%, so I like doing my research. So yeah, this is for the bathroom. So when you enter, the next thing that you will see is the rest of the home. If you come right here, on the one side we've got our tiny living room, our offices, which I will get in, and our terrace. And here we've got our dining room, and over here the kitchen. So let's go over the kitchen. At the beginning we had all of our dustbin right here. All the bins that you can see were in a row in that corner. You can see dog things because I'm taking care of a doggy right now. This space, like the upper space, was very empty, and we were starting to accumulate a lot of things on this part of our kitchen. So I decided to build like our coffee tea bar, coffee tea corner, however you want to call it, and have our coffee machine, our frother, our kettle, this cute mugs. I think it's from a small business, or this is a business that I didn't know so much. I just saw them and I fell in complete love. We've got our coffee right here, matcha things to use for our tea, more tea here, another plant here. And then we've got a toaster right here underneath. Jorge loves toast, and I try to make some home bread from time to time. Right now I don't have a lot of time in my hands, but whenever I can I try to make some. So we've got a toaster and more teas around here, and there in the bottom, which I'm not going to show because it's not nice, we just put the wine bottles that need to be thrown away. So if we continue, right here we've got an oven, which also has the function of a microwave. Here we've got just a cupboard with glasses and mugs. So all this part is full of cupboards with things that we keep for our kitchen. Here we've got more plants, of course, a little basket where we put onions and garlic, and then here is one of my favorite parts. We've got our calendar, our shared calendar. So Jorge and I put together events that we're both having, either together or separate, but things that are very, very special in our shared calendar. So everything that I'm mentioning, I will leave it in a link. It's just one link with everything that I mentioned in this video. So this is our water filter from Berkey. A colleague from mine was using it and she said that it works wonders, so I decided to get one for myself also. And then this right here is the Mayu swirl. So the first thing that I do is filter my water here. So I put the water here from the tab. It will filter and save the clean water right here. And then from here I will put it in the Mayu swirl. And the Mayu swirl is just going to turn the water really, really quickly. And this, what it helps is just to make sure that the minerals are distributed throughout all the water, and also if there's any gas that was left there with the swirling, it will disappear. So this is just an extra help for the water to be a little bit more healthy and less toxins in it. Here is my tumbler. I have it here as a reminder that I need to put more water in it. If we continue right here, we've got the fridge, another cupboard. I just wanted to show you something that is very, very special for me. For the kitchen, I wanted things that really express where Jorge and I come from. I have been seeing this since I was a kid in my parents' house. They had these little things from the south of Spain. So this is where we keep the salt. This one right here is where we keep the olive oil. So I have seen this for a very long time in my house. So I told Jorge, when we get our home, I want this for us. And Jorge's hometown is known for this ceramic. So we went to his hometown one time that we went there for Christmas vacation, and we decided to go and get all of the ceramics. So here's the one for the cutlery when you're washing them. Finally, over here you've got where the sponge that you use is kept. So I like it because you have it here, and if you don't want it to be safe, you just turn it around. Look how pretty it is. This beautiful, so pretty. I love it so much. And this is something really cute that I saw in a second shop, like second-hand shop, and I just keep the garlic right here. Okay, so from the kitchen, coming over here, we've got a little basket kind furniture when we keep things from the house, like batteries or scissors. Anything that we need for the house is there. And on top, I just love to put it with plants. This right here is a plant that we are trying to make it, as you can see, it's already quite grown. We were trying to grow the roots so that we can plant it in a plot. So this was because one of the leaves broke from the original plant, and we decided to put it in water. So I have it here in a bigger jar so that I can really spread. Before it was in a tiny glass. A little frame which reflects life under the sea. Jorge loves everything that is happening under the sea, so we decided to put that there. Before he studied psychology, he studied biology, so he's really into the world of animals and plants. And if we continue over here, we've got our fish. So as you can see, the water is a bit brown, but it's not a bad thing. It's just because one of the wooden things that we have for the bigger fish to hide and create kind of his home gets the water with that color. So we did a lot of research, and it's not a bad thing, but we do try to clean it from time to time. A few days ago, I just took like all of this out and added new water. The thing is, because the water from here is so bad, we need to leave it in a bucket for a few days so that it evaporates all of the bad things and then add it. And we cannot add it as so many days together because it will affect the fish. So I just added like 30% more or less, and then in a few days I will add a little bit more and slowly try to clean the water of the fish tank. But we researched and it's not so bad, but when you look at it, it looks like something is wrong. So I just care a lot for our fish and I want them to be okay. One fish, this one, I don't know if you can see it, hi, is new, and the other two have been with Jorge for years now. So now if we turn around, we can see our little dining room right here. We've got the shelves that were in Jorge's previous home full of books. And of course, we've got lots of plants on top of it. That arrow right there was a present for my friends. We used to live together in the previous apartment and they gave me that for my birthday, and I really love it. I think it symbolizes movement and adapting to changes and continue going after your dreams and not giving up. I just think that is what it symbolizes, not only because it's an arrow but because of who gave it to me as a present. This right here, it contains all of the different sands from the places where we have been. And the next thing that we're going to do, because right now we still remember the order, but maybe when we keep on adding we won't remember, so the next thing we're going to do is like put a little label of where the different sands are. This right here, I don't know if you can see, but it's also very common from Jorge's hometown, also very common in the south of Spain. In summer you put the water here and this keeps the water very cold and you just drink it like this. But here we tried it, but because this is ceramic, so it's going to filter, the water is going to come out. I don't know what's happening, but we had some problem and there was some like mold coming up here. I don't know why. We don't know why that happened here, but generally it doesn't happen in the south of Spain, or at least I have never seen it happening. And we used to drink this in my grandparents' house. So coming back to the little dining room, we have this little table. Before I had it completely open, but now because I distributed the ham in a different way, I decided to put it the small version. These flowers, my friends from work gave it to me for my birthday, and they're dry flowers and they're so pretty that I decided to keep them always. I got these 2 jars from the store Casa, and then this little candle holder is also from the south of Spain. It's so pretty. Look at that, so pretty. So I have it in this nice boho coaster, and underneath I have a little tiny book. Is a hug in a book. It's really nice. It's about mental health and self-care, and I really like to have it handy as a decoration thing, and I try always to make sure that we can read it, not only for me as a reminder that it's there, but for when people come and they get really curious about what it is, a hug in a book. So I think it's really nice to put it there. In order to be able to take advantage of that space in our kitchen, we bought 2 stools. Normally I have breakfast there, Jorge also, but sometimes when he works from home, he also has lunch there. If we turn around, right here in between the living room and the dining room, I've got my Zen place. Before I used to have this upstairs, but we ended up not using upstairs so much, and I will get in that in a little bit. But I've got my Zen place right here. So I've got my Buddha with my candle, more candles, my tarot cards, my humidifier, which is not on right now because I'm using an incense right now. So whenever I'm going to practice like some yoga here, or maybe there in the terrace, or practice some meditation, I like to set this up first. It helps me to get in the mood. And also my yoga teacher once taught me that whenever you're going to do something, it doesn't have to be yoga, it doesn't have to be meditation, but whenever you're going to do something, turning on a candle symbolizes getting away all of the bad things or bad negativity that you can have. So if you grab a candle and say, right now I'm going to work on whatever project and I'm going to be super focused, super motivated, and I'm not going to allow my limiting beliefs or my negative thoughts to affect me or be an obstacle, and you light the candle, it really helps with the mindset and to set your motivation and boost your energy. So I really like it. I really like to do this, and I really like to have this as part of my evening routine. Now, if we continue turning around, some of you from my previous videos might have noticed this change. My TV was before towards that wall, and the sofa was towards that wall. So normally we would sit there and watch the TV, which was here. But everything was very open, and I really didn't like it. Jorge and I really like to separate rooms and separate functions. It really helps with our mental health. It really helps to tell your brain what each area of the room is for. So this little corner right here, that spot, we left it open for whenever we've got dogs to put their beds. And here, everything except for this little puff is from a second-hand store. Actually, this Jorge found in the street, and I told him, yes, bring it, it's so pretty. So these right here are not real candles. It's a material that imitates the texture of a real candle, and I bought rechargeable batteries, and at night I just turn them on. The little table is also from the second-hand store, and we put a little lamp, the plant, and a candle. The mirror is from IKEA. And this little couch, I love it so much because I think it symbolizes like the kind of furniture that you would have in a house in the countryside, and it really reminds me of the type of furniture that my grandparents had in their countryside house. So in Spanish we call it a cortijo, and I think it really mimics that, and I love it so much. I love the color. It goes with the color that we have here in blue, and I just got the boho cushion and the boho blanket to match it and make it everything a little bit more aesthetic. And that little puff, we had it a year ago or something like that, and also the little rug. The puff and the rug were upstairs, but because we no longer use it, I thought it would be so nice to kind of create a reading corner. So this right here is our reading corner, or a place just to relax without any devices. So no devices allowed here. I do sometimes sit there with my phone, but I really try that this space is free from devices. To create a healthy, cozy and special living room, start by keeping the space clean and free of dust. Around the sofa, the TV and the reading corner, especially the sofa and the little chair that you would have in a reading corner, those accumulate a lot of dust and microorganisms, so make sure that you have a regular cleaning routine. I'm going to suggest you again to incorporate plants, not only for the natural elements that it could give to your house and the touch of greenery, but to help clean the air, especially in those places that we already mentioned that accumulate a lot of dust and toxins. I would also advise to use soft warming light. Reduce as much as possible the blue light. This is a place for you to have a comfortable ambience and be able to relax and rest. Invest in a comfortable seating and throws on the sofa to enhance coziness. You don't have to spend a lot of money on a sofa, but you can be like me that found a sofa from another person that was selling it and it was in perfect shape. If you designate a reading corner, make sure that you do it with a comfy chair, good lighting, and maybe a small bookshelf if you want to. I don't have a bookshelf because I don't have enough space, but I have books all around my house. Another tip that I would use here is to keep the TV area organized and clutter-free to promote relaxation. And then you can personalize the space with artwork, family photos, and decorative items that reflect your style and make your room uniquely yours. And if we continue right here, we've got our sofa with a little shelf right behind it with plants. So this plant is from last Christmas, so pretty, and now it's turning all green. I love to see how the plants evolve. Then right underneath I have my little candle set. So this is to create natural candles at home. So this blanket that goes all the way behind the sofa was to hide the part that I don't like. So behind the sofa, I don't know if you can see, we have this, I don't know how you call this, but it's what basically keeps the sofa in its shape. And I really didn't like it, so I decided to buy this massive boho blanket with also the blue colors so that it matches our home. The result is so pretty. We also have this issue here, and this is a tiny blanket that I got in the second-hand shop. I washed it, of course. So you see, this is how we would see it on the other side also. And just having a little blanket, I think it makes everything more cozy, and it's just prettier. From here, if we continue walking all this way and we turn around, this cushion and that cushion are mine from my previous home, and the rest of it, so those two at the end, the one in the middle and this one, are cushions that Jorge brings from his adventures. That is Appa. If you know, you know. If we go up, we can see all of the plants that we have right there. This frame right here is from a picture that Jorge took. It's beautiful. And here we've got two shelves with plants and small things that we buy and cute things that we find from our adventures, just to keep our house really, you know, special. Decoration pieces are also from Jorge's travels. I always forget because they're mixed. The three of them are not from the same place, so I keep forgetting. Right next to it, we have these two pieces, which I absolutely love. The pink one above is from Bali, and the one underneath is from another travel of Jorge's. He got it before meeting me. Before, we used to have a coffee table, but we decided to change it. In the south of Spain, I'm pretty sure that in other areas of Spain also, it's very common to have a high table, and in winter, you put a blanket, kind of a blanket on top of it and a heater underneath, so when you sit down you cover yourself with a blanket and you keep really warm. I had it mainly in my grandparents' house. My mom didn't have it so much. I think she had it like only 1 year, but Jorge's parents really kept this tradition in their house, so Jorge kept saying how much he missed having that. So we decided, okay, now that we're changing, because we changed this a few months ago, so I said, okay, now is the time. We're changing our home, let's get a table that can be without any theme during the summertime, which is really pretty. And we can look for a blanket when the winter comes and have a tiny heater. So I really like when I sit here, and when I'm having lunch or dinner, I can just move the table next to me and I'm like this, super comfy watching my TV. Or if I'm not interested, I just put the table further and I just watch TV. I love it so much. And also sometimes I like working here. I try not to mix the different scenarios in my home, so I make sure that this is for rest, my office is for working, upstairs is for sleeping, and you know. But sometimes I do like the chill work mode. I don't know if this makes sense, but sometimes I want to rest, but I also need to work. So I try to trick my mind into thinking it's resting, and I am working on the computer on things that are very mechanic, very easy, and that I can have a TV show in the background. But my hard work, I do it in my office, which I will show you in a second. So here, in order to have the TV in the right height, we decided to buy this two table stands. So in theory, we got this from IKEA, and in theory, this, so pretty, this is to put your computer on top. So we decided to buy two, we put them together, and we keep things from the TV. So the remote control, our games from the Nintendo Switch are here, things like that. We also keep like Jorge's computer, and I think this was really matching the style of our home, and it was lifting the TV in a height that it would match how we have the sofa and our table. Finally, here is our beautiful Switch. Well, it's Jorge's Switch. I gave it to him as a birthday present, but he didn't want to take it to Spain, so I'm using it. Actually, I'm really not using it right now because I'm full of work, but it's there just in case I want it. And our little lovely plant that our neighbor got. That's a beautiful pot. Okay, so if we continue walking this way, we enter, you cannot see me, the area of the offices. So walking right here and turning around, we've got Jorge's office. He has a little shelf right there with all of his books and a little drawer with important documents and things from his work. This is the table, the same table that he had in the previous apartment, his chair, his Mac from work, and then he put this shelf here. This was actually his idea to kind of help with the separation from the work zone, from the disconnecting zone. All of this is his. He put all the documents, files, cameras, everything that he uses on a daily basis for his work is there. I gave him this little cute dinosaur light because he loves dinosaurs, so I said, okay, let me just get him a little something that I saw from one of his colleagues that they also had it, and I got inspired. And then we've got that beautiful lamp. This is Jorge's place, full of green, full of plants as he likes it, and shelves with things that he needs to work and be super productive. Of course, I had to get him a little natural candle for him to have there. He has his mug coasters right there, and that would be it. So something that I'm missing, maybe you can give me some suggestions. You see how you can see everything that is on the TV cupboard. Before I had my plant, my eucalyptus plant right here, but it's suffering right now. I think it's dead, but I have it on the terrace just in case it survives. I need to put something there. So I can only think of putting a very big plant, but if you guys think of any other thing that I could put to just cover that piece, just let me know. So if we continue moving around, we get to my working spot. So the ones that have been following me for a while know that before I had a very tiny table, which is actually the one that Jorge has, that one with the books. That little tiny table was here, and I was facing that way because at the beginning I said, okay, I'm doing a PhD. My work is basically in the lab. I don't need to work from home. And that was what was happening before. I was all the time in the laboratory, and I was working there like the weekends, if I was working the weekends, or I was not really using it. But then as my second committee approached, I had to spend a lot of time reading articles, studying, working on, you know, writing the progress report. So I had to use a bigger table because I wouldn't fit to be able to study properly. I would fit only to use the computer. So I ended up using the table in the dining room. So I said, okay, this is not. After that, I made the decision of investing in a proper desk. I will leave the video if you want of how to build a healthy, you know, work environment. And I decided to go ahead and make a nice investment. So I bought that screen from Samsung. I bought this bigger table with a nice keyboard that I can easily take off whenever I just want to use the desk to write, read, whatever I want. It has some parts where I can put, you know, papers, documents, and I put this little shelf right next to it with some books and tools that I need, like my pens and so on, even though I have got all my pens there because I was working right now. Right now I'm just charging the Apple Pencil and so on. But yeah, I think this, I also took a little cupboard to put like my goals, the things that I had to work on. That was a present from my mom, and I have been carrying it since I was studying in Pamplona, which was like 2014. I think I have that since. So yeah, I think like this, it really helps me concentrate and focus. And also, instead of looking towards the wall, I put it looking towards this beautiful view. It helps me think, it helps me focus. When you create your work environment, it's really, really important to make sure that you are putting it exactly for your needs and to increase productivity and avoid distractions as much as you can. Over here we've got our terrace. We have a little curtain, nothing special, nothing major. We just have our beautiful terrace with our table. We're trying to grow things of our own, so we have this little spot here to grow some, you know, mint, lettuce. Right now we need to reevaluate the whole thing because the weather has been very, very crazy, so our plants are a bit suffering. Slowly, baby steps, creating the terrace that we want. I love it so much. It helps me disconnect. Sometimes I use this space to just sunbathe now in the summer. I was thinking of getting, you know, a bench with a swing, but I don't know if it's gonna take a lot of space. So not sure if I should invest in that because our wedding is coming soon, so I need to save money. But I quite like it like this. I think it looks really, really pretty. And I don't know, maybe we can add little by little more plants and more, you know, things that we can grow, like tomato, or I've got a few strawberries, but they're suffering right now. If we turn around, this is the view of the house. Look at that cutie doggy right there. He's just chilling. And now if we go upstairs, we've got our closet and our bed. As you can see, we've got the house completely full of plants, and I think this is something everyone should have because plants really help to have a healthy home. So let's go upstairs. Okay, we are upstairs. Before, I had these shelves right here. So these shelves, I had them one on top of the other one, and I had them here like that to try to separate this area from that area. And the reason why is because before we were trying to create our reading corner right here, but we never used it. First it was our meditation space. I never used it. I always ended up meditating either on my bed or downstairs. And then we turned it into a reading corner. Jorge wanted a space to read where he could feel comfortable and away from distractions, but he never used it. Then we ended up having this space right here completely empty and with no use. So a few months ago, when I had this thing of changing the house, I said, okay. So as you can see, I separated the two shelves. I have one here, and I use it to cover what people could see, because if you have a look at it, the fence, I don't know how you call it, but like the fence of the stairs, it's see-through, right? If we're changing clothes or whatever, we just wanted to create something that we could hide. So we put the shelf right there, and for the clothes not to be see-through, I put that blanket, which is so pretty, also blue, that matches the colors of the house. You see the blue color? I really like it like this. And then we've got our coats right there. We've got a shelf with more clothes, and this space now is completely open. We have more wardrobes right here. So the role of these two closets is to have things that we wear on a daily basis. So we change like summer and winter clothes from time to time, so that it makes sense that what is out and not kept in cupboards is what we use on a daily basis. And now I've got another cupboard right here. This cupboard is from the owners, and they left it here. It's really nice. I have my little tray for when I want to have, you know, breakfast in bed, or when I've got my period, which is really hard to get out, and Jorge brings me things in my tray. And we have this beautiful bamboo separator to separate the bed place from the closet. But something that I want to mention, you may have seen those bowls over there, this basket with my yoga mat, my yoga tools, and this little bar. The reason for this is because I couldn't find a place in the house to have them and to work out. And now look at this huge big space. So whenever I want to work out, I just grab my yoga mat, I put it here, and then this is so easy. I just lift it, I take it out, and I do my bar. And I love it so much. It's really useful. I like to have this organization up here, open space, and I can really, you know, work out, do whatever I want. And also it seems better than before. I think before it was very cluttered. And now if we continue this way, we get to the bed. The bed is from IKEA. We didn't want to buy any night tables, so we bought that hanging on the wall so that we could have the night tables included. And then we bought the table that has we bought the bed that has the drawers, so right here, and we keep our beddings, or for instance winter clothes that we're not using. The mirrors were a present from my family. Those pieces, I had them since forever. I really like it. I think they make things more special. That is a dream catcher, so it protects you from bad dreams. I really love it. And then normally Jorge has his reading books there, but because he's traveling now, he doesn't have anything. But I do have my little book and my little evening journal right there. And finally, I've got a little tray. That alarm imitates the sunrise, which I love it. So what I do, I just put it a bit farther apart, so that in order to turn it off, I need to get off the bed. But now it's closed because it was so hot last night, and I just put my little fan because I couldn't fall asleep. It was so hot. And that's it. That side of the house is full of those cupboards, which is really useful to keep things like luggages, boxes, anything that needs to be in a store. And finally we have that beautiful view. It's so relaxing to be in bed, just chilling, just enjoying your time, and then you look up and you can enjoy the different colors of the sky. Look at that. Pretty. Even if it's raining, it's relaxing. Okay guys, so this is it. This is the tour. My house is very tiny, but I put a lot of effort into creating a house that I really enjoy. You know, a house that I want to come to. It's very different to have a house and a home So the goal here is to create a home, a place where you feel safe, a place where you can truly disconnect and feel, you know, at ease and calm and also joy. So yeah, I really hope that you liked it. I really hope that the tips that I shared brought you value, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!